What's up everyone? Once again the nominations have been made and there are 3 people on the block. Meanwhile, people claim that Angela is bullying Matt or was bullying Matt and people want her removed from the Big Brother house. We've got lots to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Right before we get started, if you are new around here, I ask you kindly to hit the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And we are quickly approaching 25k, which is making me very, very excited. Ooh, don't threaten me with a good time. So hit the subscribe button and also hitting the like button. Wow, that helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. So if y'all have a spare 0.2 seconds in your day, click the like button. Question of the day now, folks, and I will ask you this. If you are a live feed viewer or have you seen any coverage of the live feeds or you've seen the episodes, basically, if you are into Big Brother, I should have just condensed that. What do you think about Angela's behaviour? Do you think it warrants her to be removed from the Big Brother house? Does it violate the guidelines that the Big Brother producers have put out there? I'd love to know everybody's thoughts in the comment section below. Basically, do you think Angela should be removed from the Big Brother house? Okay, if you watched yesterday's update, you will know that the new head of household is Chelsea. She won head of household kind of reluctantly. She went into it wanting to throw it, but she noticed Leah was getting towards the end of the head of household competition, and Leah, of course, was one of the votes who sent Kenny home the other night and wasn't with the house. So therefore, Chelsea gunned for it, and she wasn't going to throw it away there. The house would go wild if somebody who was on the other side ended up winning. So Chelsea went and did it. She decided to nominate for eviction Kenny, Lisa, and Angela. So those are the 3 on the block this week. Now, of course, we have veto to play out, and we also have the AI arena. If last week was anything to go by, we realised that the 3 who were on the block in the first place, none of them ended up going home. It was Matt, who wasn't even on the block in the first place. So all 3 of those might be safe. It's not set in stone yet. We'll see. But, you know, it's veto competition today, and I'm sure the results will be a bit later today. And here's a little bit of trivia for the hardcore fans out there. So if Lisa wins the power of veto, I love doing statistics and nerdy stuff. Hey, I don't want to get unmonetized or demonetized. If Lisa wins the POV this week, this will be the 4th season in a row that the person who won the power of veto on week 1 also won it on week 2. For those of you who are wondering, 23, Derek X won it in week 1 and week 2. In 24, it was Michael who won it in week 1 and week 2. Pardon me. And then in BB25, Heisem was the one who won it in week 1 and week 2. Lisa won it last week. She's on the block again. She is competing in the veto. Has she got drive? Yes. Has she got glitter? Has she got determination? She's got all 3 of them. But is she going to win the power of veto? I guess we'll find out soon. Something to note that before the nomination ceremony, Cameron, he did actually volunteer to be a pawn, so Lisa wouldn't have to go up in the first place. Just to clarify, Lisa is the target this week, and I always love it when the target gets off the block. So, you know, if Lisa does come down, it's Angela and Kenny left, and I do think Kenny will be the target out of those 2. But again, it depends if someone gets put up and things flip. There's so much fluidity and movement in the house right now that anything could happen. But yeah, there's a lot of questions up in the air there, and especially with Cam volunteering, I mean, I guess it shows loyalty, but at the same time, when you are one of, I guess, the quote-unquote beefcakes of the house, you know, the jocks, it is very, very, it's, I'm not going to say it's a good or a bad move, but it's a move to volunteer to put yourself up on the block, because there are a few players in that house, and I'm going to name a couple, Quinn and Joseph, that know the game well enough to know that when you have somebody like Cam up on the block, somebody who is definitely capable in comp, somebody who's got the muscle, it would be a shame to not vote them out while you got the chance, because they're the kind of player where you get further down the line where it's just, congratulations Cam, you have won the head of household competition, congratulations Cam, you have won veto, congratulations Cam, you have won the final head of household competition. Quinn and Joseph are those 2 players who are very aware of that. So if he was to actually end up on the block, it could well have backfired on him. But he didn't go up. But I wonder if that's going to mean if Chelsea has to make a decision later in the week where she has to make a replacement as a pawn, could it be Cam? Maybe. But I guess we'll have to wait and find out. MJ revealed her power to Chelsea, of course, when she became head of household. We talked about that and the stupidity of it. And now Chelsea is telling Brooklyn, and it's spreading like wildfire. There are only some occasions if you really, really, really trust someone that you should tell them something as secret as that. But man, just over a week in, and somebody that you're not really aligned with, they can just utilise that and expose it and, I guess, flush your power out. I'm not going to lie, I thought MJ might have ended up on the block because Chelsea talked about wanting to flush the power, but it doesn't seem like she's going there, which I think it probably would have been a smart move to, like, and also quite, it would have been a non-personal move as well if you said to, you know, MJ, I have nominated you, it's not personal at all, I think you're a wonderful person. I really enjoy being in the house with you, but I found out that you have a power, and I would like to flush that. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's something on your Big Brother CV, on your resume, and also you're not really pissing anybody off because people will go, oh yeah, God, I don't want that power. It takes attention away from you, and it also, I think Mackenzie, unless she is totally deluded and, you know, I guess potentially narcissistic, which I don't think she is, you know, you're probably going to take that at face value and go, okay, I get it, it's a game move, it's not personal. Of course it would give Mackenzie a reason to go after Chelsea, but y'all get the gist of it. I think that would have been a wise move, at least for her to be one of the nominees. But yeah, there's it's an interesting choice of nominees because we've got Angela, of course, who was head of household in week 1, and Kenny, and we've got an update about Kenny right now. Oh, sweet Kenny K. Kenny has explicitly said that he does not want to win the veto. Once again, I go back to that point that I've made it multiple times so far this season. I know some of you guys would kill to get into that Big Brother house. And once you're in there, I know you would kill to become head of household. I know you would kill to win the veto. I know you would kill to get to that end and win the money and become the Big Brother winner. Because I know to a lot of you guys, yeah, 750k is great, but I know to a lot of you guys, being able to say that you're a Big Brother winner, that trumps that. And Kenny's on week 2. He's been put on the block twice, and on the first time he was saying, I kind of gave up, I kind of want to quit. And on week 2 he says, I don't want to win the veto. But he's all talk in the diary room, isn't he? And before I remember when they introduced him, which is disappointing because I was hoping he was going to be good because I always root for the older house guests. You all know me, if you've been following me for years, I love an older house guest. I love them to prove to the youngsters that, you know, they can do it. You know, it's not just the youngsters that can do it. But Kenny is just a disappointment, unfortunately. He's really, because I know as well a lot of you guys, you know, a lot of my older viewers have told me I would love to get in there and show them what I've got, and it's just very, very kind of lame to see Kenny saying he's not even going to try to win veto or anything like that. Like I get it, it's a mental struggle, the game, but at the same time, you can't help but think, wow, there's so many people who would die to have this opportunity, and he's just kind of like bleh. And it sounds as well like it was actually Kenny's wife who got him, you know, interested in Big Brother, because she's a diehard super fan by the sounds of it. And he's not even trying to win the veto. It's just a little bit... Ugh. You kind of just find yourself going, ugh. But I don't know if this is either going to create something where Kenny's going to be an early boot, or he's going to be the person that gets dragged to the end because nobody's going to give him any votes anyway. Because I think the latter, what I just said there, is very, very possible. Because if Kenny gets further down the line, he's going to be moping the whole way, and people are going to go, he doesn't really deserve a vote when it gets to the jury. Rubina and Mackenzie were discussing the Barbershop Alliance. Of course, we know that kind of... that was dead on arrival with Matt. But now Matt's out and Mackenzie's in. Mackenzie's definitely got more favour amongst the house guests than Matt did, because she's not as erratic and arrogant as Matt was. And they've talked about wanting to reinstate the Barbershop Alliance, but instead of having Matt in there, we have Tucker. Do I think it's going to work? No. Do I think it might happen? I think that is the noise that sums up my thoughts on this whole thing. Because, I mean, it's still early days and no big alliance is yet to really stick together, which I love. But that's the noise that I think of that update. Now on to the pressing matter, the topic, the headline of this video. Oh man. I'm going to give my personal thoughts on the matter. And I'm also going to try and give a balanced point of view, because that's what I always do on here. I try to look at all sides. But then, of course, because this is TV Talks with Tom, I do like to give a personal angle to this. Now, we can all have different opinions on this, but let's not shout at each other, you know, in the comment section about, you know, you're disgusting because you don't agree with me. Like, listen, it's just a difference of opinion. And some of us will agree and some of us will disagree. But people are starting, there's a lot of people on social media. I would say it's the minority of people. It's more so, I would say the majority of people don't agree with this from what I understand. But there's a lot of people saying, Angela is a bully. Angela was a bully to Matt. She bullied him. These bullying tactics. She should be removed from the house. She should... Has anyone seen Old School? Has anyone seen Dr. Will? Has anyone seen Danielle Reyes? Has anyone seen, I don't know, Evil Dick or Rachel Riley? Zach Rance, Fruit Loop Dingus. Crazy Eyes is something Matt has taken in absolute jest. He has talked since he has left the house and said he has no ill will towards Angela. It's all good. And he's embraced the whole Crazy Eyes thing as a good laugh. Matt, in my opinion, is not a victim here. Because that's unfortunately what a lot of people have started to run with the narrative. Matt's a victim, but... you know, the episodes didn't actually show how arrogant he had been on the live feed. Some of the things he was saying, you know, about the money and just the way he acted on houseguest. You know, oh, this food isn't very nice. The food that's been prepared for him, he was complaining about it, and you know, Tucker said, "Why don't you just make it yourself then?" They don't show that though, do they? They just show Angela storming down the stairs, and you know, it's old school. I am sure Angela is quite difficult in real life. But this, my friends, is a reality television show. If y'all don't like it, there are other shows for y'all. There's so many. You're spoiled for choice. Subscribe to Netflix, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus. You are spoiled for choice. But this, my friends, I will say once again, is a reality TV show. Why don't you go watch some reality shows in the 2000s, right? Where things were about 100 times more intense than this now. Those shows made the genre popular. Those shows were the ones that have made reality TV last up to this generation now. You know, 2 decades later, reality TV still going strong because of those things back in the day. All right? That, I mean, in my opinion, that isn't bullying. You know, I've seen her call him Crazy Eyes and a brat. To me, that's just somebody who's frustrated with somebody's arrogance and is just speaking their mind. Whether or not you like Angela or not, that's totally fair. That's up to you. But calling her a bully, I think that's a little bit much. Because can we all remember that there's no smoke without fire? And Matt created the smoke, Angela started the fire. Nobody's a victim. Nobody's a perpetrator. It's just reality TV and people duking it out. Because, listen here, it's very different to previous years where that actually has been bullying due to like people's, you know, identity, whether it comes to race or gender or sexuality. You know, that wasn't even brought into this. This was just good old-fashioned pettiness on a reality TV show. And in my opinion, and the Guidelines' opinion on Big Brother, Angela hasn't breached anything. She's just a loud, messy, entertaining house guest on a reality TV show. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. It was an interesting segment to close on today, and I just want to give some outro thoughts on all that, you know. While I can totally understand and respect if y'all don't like Angela, or you love Angela, or you don't like Matt, or you love Matt, good for you. Listen, I don't dislike either of them. I'm just... it's reality TV, and it's the best it's been in a while for me. But if you are struggling to watch Angela, or you think she's a bully, I mean, I don't know. Big Brother's probably not the show for you if that's the case. And whatever you do, don't go watch Old School, because if you think this is bad, I think you will have a heart attack if you go and watch some of the older seasons, like 8. and 7 and 3, you know, find a different show to watch. You know, like, that's probably the best advice I could give you. But anyways, I hope everybody is having a wonderful start to their weekend. Let me know what y'all are getting up to, and let me know where you're listening in from. I love to know where in the world. I know most of y'all are from the States, but I know I get some people from Canada, some people, I know there's a few in Europe, and I know I get some Australian, New Zealand viewers as well. I have got people all over the world, and it's really cool to know where y'all are listening in from, so say hi. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate your continued support. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. I'm here every single day doing live feed updates, so if you ever miss anything, you can just hop on over here, watch the little segments that I do, and you're caught up. You know, I'll give you everything you need to know if you've missed a few days out, or if you've missed one day out, or you just need to know anything. I'm your guru. Click the subscribe button, and also click the like button on your way out, just like clocking out of work. 0.2 seconds. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Remember to be kind, everybody. And before some people start commenting, why did you say be kind, Tom, when Angela's not doing it? I'm not on a reality TV show. It's not real life, okay, folks? It's a reality. It's a game, all right? Before y'all start getting all heated, all right? Thank you, everybody. I hope everybody's staying safe, staying positive, staying healthy out there. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.